Alright, so with 2021 finally coming to a close, we've seen some really great tech over the year. And when it comes to smartphones, there are some really terrific devices out there. However, a lot of them are pretty expensive, and this is where a smartphone like the Pixel 6 comes in. It offers some great features at a lesser price. And for this video, I'm just going to share my thoughts on the base model Pixel 6. Let's get started. Now before we go any further, I just want to say that this video was made for a project with my fellow content creators from the Philippines as part of ongoing efforts to provide financial aid to survivors of Typhoon Rai in the island of Palawan. If you want to know more about how you can help with the humanitarian efforts, I'm going to drop some links to some organizations below who are helping out with relief operations. Additionally, revenue earned from this video will go to helping survivors of Typhoon Rai. Alright, so going back to the Pixel 6, it's pretty obvious that Google has priced this phone competitively. The $599 price tag is significantly lower than that of the Pixel 5 with its $699 pricing. I feel like this is a breath of fresh air as most flagship devices have seen prices of $799 and above, like the Samsung Galaxy S21 and the iPhone 13. Of course, we have to acknowledge that the smartphone market is not contained in a vacuum, and the onslaught of newly launched Chinese smartphones like ones from Xiaomi, Realme, and whatnot also offer impressive specs at ridiculously low prices. However, the caveat with these phones is that not all of them get regular software and security updates, and a lot have extensive bloatware that will take some extra fiddling to get rid of. So with that said, what kind of features do you get with the Pixel 6? Well, for starters, $599 gets you one of the best looking smartphones in my opinion. Google has fully revamped the older Pixel design that we saw with the Pixel 5 and the 4a series, and the Pixel 6 comes in a more premium looking design with Gorilla Glass panels on both the front and back and a black metallic railing on the sides. The phone has a more squared off design, similar to what you'd see on Sony Xperia and Galaxy Note smartphones. As with every device now, you get a full screen display with minimal bezels with a tiny camera hole at the top of your display. The camera bump has likewise seen a drastic design change, and I for one do like how it looks. For the price, you gotta admit that this is one nice looking smartphone, and the decision to use glass and metal makes a lot more sense compared to the Pixel 5 with its weird plastic metal coated design. I think it's a solid look overall, and it manages to nail that premium feel without going over the top. Alright, so another Pixel 6 feature that you get at this price point is Google's all-new Tensor Chip. Whereas older Pixel devices used Qualcomm Snapdragon SoCs, Google decided that they'd go all in with the hardware this year and worked with Samsung to produce the new Tensor SoC. Now, while we got some early benchmark scores that gave the Tensor slightly lower scores against the competition, I found that real-life use was more than enough to give me an overall great experience. Like I mentioned in my earlier Pixel 6 videos, the Tensor Chip has great performance, at least according to my daily usage patterns. Navigating the user interface is smooth, apps and multitasking function seamlessly, and games have no trouble running on the Tensor Chip during gaming. I'll probably have to say that the only issues I've had with performance are a few apps which occasionally have hiccups, no thanks to Android 12, and heating when the phone runs some really graphically demanding games. Overall though, the Tensor Chip is fast and fluid, and as Google pushes more software updates, we're bound to see more optimization for their first ever in-house SoC. Moving on, the main highlight of the Pixel 6 at this price point is its camera performance. For several videos now, I've shown how great the phone is at taking pictures, with Google giving us new and upgraded hardware to go alongside its camera software optimization. The 15 megapixel sensor at the back is a solid performer, especially when coupled with the 12 megapixel ultra-wide lens and the 8 megapixel front camera. Smartphone photography is something that Google has really established with the Pixel phone lineup, and I'm glad that the Pixel 6 offers great imaging capabilities at this price point. Standard photos, low light shots, night side photos, portrait mode, and a bunch of other camera modes really give you the opportunity to take great looking pictures, all from a simple tap on your screen. Again, we go back to the low price tag. It's really impressive what a phone at this price range can do, especially when compared to cameras on smartphones at twice its price. While video performance isn't perfect, it's not horrendous either, and like the earlier features that we mentioned before, it gets the job done. In closing, the Pixel 6 offers some great features that make it worth getting, especially at such a reasonable price point. A solid camera, premium design, and fast performance are only a few of the reasons that make this device one great Android smartphone. For people looking for a pure Pixel experience, a terrific value for money device, and the best that Google has to offer, then the Pixel 6 is definitely worth checking out. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.